This will be basically a cut and paste of what my daughter typed. So I said, okay, and this is just me getting into the conversation with her, not wanting to pummel her up front. About going to the bridge. I keep reading about geocaching. Why did your daughter go there? I've been.
Twice.
I'll get there. I've been there. I've walked all the trails. I just find it interesting. A bunch of kids went there that day. I knew that school was off. Oh. Does have any idea why Libby and Abby actually went out there? And she said it was just a hangout, a pretty place to take Snapchat pictures. I didn't hear anything about geocaching until after all this happened. I'm very doubtful that was the reason why Abby and Libby were there.
Bingo.
I said, me too. I grew up in the country and know about just going out to hang out. But Kelsey said that there were approximately 20 kids. This is me, just please bear with me. Which I think is bullshit. And I said, did Libby and Abby were going that day? Any plans for them to meet up? Why do you think that they went out there? And she said, there to take formal pictures. One year, the kids just really like going there. Not much else to do in Delphi. I think 20 kids is a gross exaggeration. I personally know that 8 kids were there at one time, including Abby and Libby. I said, I think it's weird the couple witnesses didn't freak out seeing a guy in the woods with a white scarf covering his face. How did you feel about that? No, I didn't know ahead of time. That's per the going there, that all the other kids were going to be there. She had gone the day before, and since it was warm that day, decided to go again, i.e. Monday. Her younger sister wanted to go. Riley didn't see Kelsey. However, no, this is interesting. I did see Kelsey earlier in the day, but not Abby and Libby. Now, mind you, at that time, Mary didn't know that I knew that Bree was Chase's younger, and Bree was with her, and Bree is Chase's younger sister. So she said, not see him with a white scarf. She said that he kind of had the lower part of his face obscured, but it just looked like he was overdressed, not actually hiding. And so I said, so therefore it didn't concern her that much. He's the sandy-haired guy that I keep hearing about. Also the weird quotes about not blue eyes. That just seems an odd statement. Do you know where that came from? And did law enforcement speak to her? Offer a photo lineup of a PO,
4 times.
A person of interest. I'm sorry if this is all too pushy. Thanks for being open, blah, 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 blah. Was Kelsey on that trail earlier that day? Because she had said that she had seen Kelsey, so I thought it was on the trail. She writes, he seemed rude. That was the only reason I even noticed him. She had said hi to a dog walker earlier, and he said hi back. This guy just gave her a look. Said yes, reddish hair, and remembered nothing about blue eyes or not having blue eyes. That must have come from someone else. Law enforcement did speak the night the girls were found, and then I think the next day, or maybe it was the day after. The second time is when she sat with a sketch artist. They did not offer a photo lineup of a person of interest. I think at that point they didn't have one. They have not contacted her since. Kelsey was not on the trail. We saw her at Kelsey's boyfriend's house. She is the brother to one of his friends. No, she didn't know that I knew. We knew about Abby and Libby missing very early because of the friendship thing, right? So Kelsey would have told Chase. Chase would have told Bree, I assume. Friend messengered almost as soon as the family was concerned. So assuming they all got off the bridge, Kelsey's calling Chase, freaking out. Chase tells Bree, that's what I'm assuming happened. I said, I knew that Bree was with me. Is there any truth to the idea the guy looks like Jimmy Duvall? I said, and so the paperboy hat is just truly made up by law enforcement? I really, thank you so much for doing the da-da-da.
What about the Jimmy Duvall? Did she answer that?
She said, when Jimmy Duvall came up, I showed a picture. I didn't do that with all of the FB suspects. I'm assuming that's Facebook.
Yeah.
She's in the groups.
Yeah.
Right. Because there were tons of them. But his history, i.e. Jimmy Duvall's, made me ask. He was the only one who said, yeah, that could be him. That's not definitely him, but it could be. I noticed a hat that day, but I don't think she really remembered what kind, aside from she didn't think it was a regular winter hat. The hat may just be a grasp.